Alright, welcome. Here we are streaming in Minecraft. We're going to be playing Minecraft GregTech New Horizons today with a project I have created called The Road to the Moon. Now let's talk a little about it before. We'll be playing in this world where we'll just be playing pretty chill through November. I'll be streaming the whole journey so you can follow along. And my destination in this world could be after the moon, but I want to at least get to the moon. And I think that's a realistic goal for me. I'm well aware that GregTech New Horizons is notoriously difficult. So we'll just make the most of it. Just want to have some fun and have you along for the ride. Feel free to comment, to write to me, whatever you like, and I'll try and get back to you. There, that was a little B-roll just to get us started. Let's get into the game. I have a world ready to go. My name is Torch, and I'll be taking you through this journey. And because it's live stream, there's a lot of... You get to see everything in the background as well. And we get to hang out and chat. So, let's just have a good time. Okay, it's just loading in here. This is a brand new save. I found a nice seed that looked good, and this is just the first day. Here we are. The sun's rising, and we've got a whole day to make the most of it. I am just going to make a waypoint here for spawn. Make that white, just so we know that this is where we spawned. I think I'm gonna head west. We need to get some wood. We just need to get started. There's a whole quest book. There's also achievements. Good. Taking inventory. The quest book is extensive. Quest line. There we go. There are quite a few quests. Over 3,000 quests in total. We're just going to try and get to the bed today. As you can see, that's quite a long way. See what we can do. Let's first start getting wood. Oh, there's a cactus right there. Back here. There we go. Nice. Oh, that's good. There's not much from those achievements we can get, but in the quest book there could be some things. Dirt. Let's get 8 dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that was 8 right there. So it has a lot of information here. I don't think I will read through it at the moment. You can pause the video and read through it if you like. I have read through it before, but I'm just very conscious that the sun will go down, and it is on dark mode. So when the sun goes down, it goes dark. Not just twilight like normal Minecraft. It goes dark. You can't see anything. So I'm in a bit of a rush. Let's get going here. All right. Nice. Getting off to a real good start here. Nice. This is one of the first live streams I've done. You'll see on my channel that I've played Money Factory. That's like a much easier version of GregTech New Horizons. So if you're looking for a break from GregTech New Horizons, I would suggest playing Money Factory. It's pretty good. We've got some wood there. The next thing we need is to gather some gravel and some oak logs, which we have. And it will also consume 2 of them as well, which we've done. What's going on? Oh, the game just froze. It is a brand new save, so I do expect there to be a little bit of freezing here and there. You can also see that there's no repeating water or regenerating water. So that makes life difficult as well. And we needed 9. Of course we did. Let's get 10 sticks and stones. And we'll take the torch. Claim. There we go. Need to make some flint, and you do that with 3 gravel. I think because it asked for 9, we'll just suggest doing that. I have played through a little of GregTech New Horizons, at least to the Steam Age, so I know a little about it already. I think that was good research to do before starting a live series about it. Crafting table. Let's see, how do we make one of those? Oh, just logs and flint. Nice. Crafting. And we get some food from that. And food is very difficult. Nice. It's just talking about the quest book line. Now we want to make some tools. And these are just made the regular way. So we can turn all this into planks. We need to be a little efficient with resources at the beginning here. And I shouldn't be running. No running. Let's just make sure we are on normal. That is how this game is intended to be played. More cactus. As you can see, our inventory does fill up pretty quickly. So I'm going to try and keep control over that. But that'll be very difficult. Nice. So there's a pickaxe. There's an axe. Okay, we need a lot more wood. But hey, we get lots of fireworks for that. So as I said before, this will be pretty chill play. I do have a goal, which I think is very important with a game like this. And not just go, the goal will be, oh, that's stripped. Ah, I don't want stripped. And I know I did just make it. It's very easy for at least people who start in GregTech New Horizons to go, oh, I'm going to make the Stargate. But to be honest, for most people that's unrealistic. That's not going to happen. So I think it's good to have a realistic goal in mind. Let's see, we need 2 more of these. Oh, I anticipated that it made 4 sticks each. But no, what's the last one? Oh, and a wooden hoe. Here we go. And we'll claim, oh, we can choose loot bags. Should we take a loot bag? Why not? Let's see, let's have a bit of fun. Oh, we got wheat. And maybe some other things, but I'm not quite sure. Nice. Oh, look at that. There's some sheep here. Can we make a flint sword? I know there's plenty of this wood. I just don't want to leave flying trees. I think that'll be enough to get us a flint sword, which should be a quest at some point. On the right hand side here we have what is it called? Is it NEI or JEI? One of those. Okay, we can't make that just yet. Sword. Oh, it does ask just for a wooden sword. That makes sense. So I need some more wood. Definitely shouldn't be running. I do have some food right now, but that's not going to last long. We got a monster hunter. Awesome. Then we need some wool. Oh, look at that. Let's see. We got one wool from that, and one wool from that. I'm pretty sure we need to make carpet. One wool from that. Oh, yeah, mobs can blow up. There was a monster sign just there. Let's see, carpet. It's made of 2 wool, and that is made into a bed. Yes, so we need a lot more wood, which I think we'll get from over there. So far so good. Haven't died yet, and progressing quite nicely. If we can sleep through the first night, that will be amazing. But I can't guarantee that, as it is quite a challenge. Let's see. Bed. So we need to make a soft mallet, which is relatively possible. One more. 1, 2, 3. And we need to make some fences, which take quite a lot of wood. I do know there is a house up there, which I'm kind of heading towards, that has a bed inside it. So I am heading towards that if I can't make the bed now. But I will try to chop down some more wood. Spruce logs. Let's try and get oak logs. Okay, it's getting dark. It's getting scary. I do have a torch that can light up the area around me, but that doesn't stop the monsters. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'm gonna run for it. Even though you shouldn't really run, I'm just gonna go for it. As you can witness, it gets very, very dark. Oh, we don't need this sitting out here. Come on. It gets properly dark out here. So we want nothing to do with that. Ah, there was a chicken that died in here. I might just seal up the entrance like that. And then upstairs there is no light. Let's move this upstairs. There we go. And there's a bed here. Whoa, lots of things in the chest. Lots of torches. Stone sword, milk, leather tunic. Any armor I can get. Oh, and if you haven't seen what I look like, this is my skin. Just got a hoodie, pretty much. Some red shoes. Yeah, pretty chill. Okay, some good stuff. Well, I would like to properly make the bed instead of just sleeping that one. Now I've got this far. Let's see. We need 2 lots of And they were on the outside. It sticks on the outside. Okay, so need 6 of these. There, we should have enough now. There we go. And then let's make the bed. Oh, we need to make carpet. Damn it, we don't have enough. We don't have enough wool. Ah, it's a good job. There's a building here, a bed here. Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh well. We can make the most of this. Oh, there is carpet here I could have used. When you sleep, you get a buff. So I've got a speed buff right now, which is pretty cool. We can go ahead and see there's some things. Like that witch over there, that's pretty dangerous. We don't want anything to do with mobs right now. So I'm going to go out and... No, I'm going to actually waypoint this guy. Waypoint... house? Safe house, maybe? If I could spell. Safe house. With a bed, but we'll be making a bed shortly. Any sheep anywhere? Back towards spawn, I think. Oh, I definitely shouldn't be running. Oh, but that was the speed boost. So this is just walking. That's pretty cool. Here's that tree that we cut down. Might just cut down the rest of it. Just so there's no flying trees anywhere. It's all good. I could have taken a stone sword, actually. That might have been a good idea. The one that was in the chest. There's pigs here, but no sheep. Oh, berry bushes. Definitely take them, and we'll leave one just so we can come back one time. Oh, and some more food on, what are these? Bushes? Bush? Now every time you eat new food, so if we do eat some of these berries, we'll get hearts. And if you eat enough variation in food, you get extra hearts, which is pretty cool. And you can get, there are ways of finding out what you've eaten and what you need to eat to get new hearts. We'll look into that later though. I'm just still looking for some sheep while we have the speed boost on us. That's my primary goal right now. And we've got the speed boost, so I'm not actually running. I know it's not a great idea to run right now. There we go, the speed boost is gone. Now we feel slow. One wool, and did I see a sheep over the other side there? I did. I should really collect the sheep first before I kill them, but you know, world's infinite. There's plenty more. And it exploded again. So I'm gonna head off to the house again. That seemed like a pretty good place to start. It's a little far away from the river where I want to be, but at least I can make my bed there. I do actually have, I think I have all the parts for it now. And I have a crafting grid. Let's make another one of these. Oh, I was sure I had everything. Oh, shift click. Missing. There, we make a white bed, it's fine. Okay, it wasn't quite the first night, but pretty close. And we got help from over there. So I actually think I won't be living at the house there. I'll be living down by the river here, further down. I have looked around this world a little, and thought it was good, and wanted to play more on it, so I did. Let's see, what do we have here? Wild carrots. Definitely want carrots. And we'll definitely want clay. I'm thinking we might want to just... Could dig up some clay right now. Doesn't hurt, to be honest. We're going to need lots of this stuff. Alright. Let's just make sure we have some Minecraft music. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. Or hopefully it's okay if I live stream it. I'm sure they'll let me know if it's not. Lots of clay, that's fantastic. I don't want to fill my inventory up completely, so I will be collecting things on the way, but until then, it's fine. Nice. Let's keep moving. We will be collecting these gardens just later on. Right now I want to get down to where I want to situate myself and start building a small base. I don't really have any plans for bases in this world, so it'll just come naturally. Might do what I regularly do, might try and mix it up a little, not sure. But I don't know if I'll spend too much time building bases if I want to get to the moon before the end of November, which is the goal. Nice, there's more sheep there. Good to know. So the goal of this series, Series 1 of GTNH with Torchlight, is to get to the moon by the end of November. Which might be more difficult than it sounds. You might recognize this river from the B-roll that I played at the beginning there. And we've got a beautiful cherry blossom, or cherry tree biome on the other side there. Nice. So it might be in this hill I'm thinking of building a base. Might not be, have to see. But I do think I want an open air base. I'm walking past a lot of good things, but again, I think I'll need to come back and like aluminium or zinc gravel, or yeah, that stuff I'm gonna need later on. So I think I have found the place that I want to live in this valley and out on these grasslands. It's not much terraforming needed to plant seeds and things like that. And there's plenty of food around the place. Nice. So I think I'll turn this wheat into seeds. I will go down to the water edge and I will plant them. Experiencing some lag. That's not so good. Not sure what that's about. So this will just be a very... Oh, there goes the hoe. That was it. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And then I'll just create a little... Oh, there's a cave already here. That's fantastic. I'm experiencing a little bit of lag, which might be chunk generation. Not quite sure what's up with that. That guy looks relatively dangerous, but he's stuck. Is this going to be our first monster? Monster hunter right there. Alright. Nice. This is our cave now. Got some copper, small ore there. Let's see. We just want to create a safe space for our bed. We don't want it to get dark too soon. On top right, there's quite a lot of information. Top left, I mean, there's quite a lot of information. There's the frames per second. There's the time and the day. So apparently it is actually nighttime, so I will go to sleep. It goes nighttime at 6:30, and I plan to sleep at 6:30 every night. It's a little loud, the game sounds right there. Alright. Beautiful. Well, up to a good start, I have to say. Up to a great start. And there's a cow right there. Perfect. So I think I'll try and situate myself a little in this cave, make some chests, put the crafting table down, maybe make a door. Let's see, crafting table is here. Not quite sure where I want this right now. I can go there. Could we make a furnace? No, that'd be something else. That can't be so easy. Yep, flint. So we're not quite there yet. What about a chest? It is also flint, but I think I can make it. No, I don't have enough. Okay, so I need to plant some trees. Yeah. So it's pretty chill. Nice. Yeah. So pretty much the first 6 or 7, maybe up to 10 hours of this game is just surviving. Just getting through the night, just getting enough food to survive the next day. Which we're doing pretty good so far. Probably should have taken more from the house that I was at. Oh well. Definitely be more opportunities for that. Nice. I know breaking grass doesn't get you anything. It is actually probably pretty bad because of my hunger now. But it clears a little area where we can see what's around and think straight. I just need to gather some more gravel. I'll try not to destroy the coastline here, but we do need these resources. Nice. Awesome. There we go. Okay, that's all the gravel we're getting, I guess. And because this is before 1.18, I think, there's no swimming function. So if I press control, it doesn't let you swim. So that's something that I have to get used to. Alright, let's see. Flint. Oh, we just needed one, really. It's okay. Then we get a furnace, then we can cook stuff. What's the quest? Oh, we do have this here. Do we want pumpkin or melon? Oh, we can't eat pumpkin, but we can eat melon. So that seems pretty easy. Oh, there is a quest for cobblestone, and then a furnace afterwards. So also for wool. So we'll have to go back and get some of these quests before we continue on. But we want to cook stuff. We really need more trees. Let's see, have we eaten this yet? No, we haven't. And we want to plant some bushes. It's not the best house, or well, it is a beginner house, so. Or starter house, so it'll be fine. Nice, one of our trees has already grown up. 2 of our trees. We just need a huge tree farm. Let me know what you think of the stream so far. Does the audio sound okay? Are you excited to see more of it? Write down in chat and I'll get back to you. That'll be the smallest server backup right there. It's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Got lots of sheep and cows around here. That's really good. I'll definitely be collecting them. It'll be a good source of food. You can also see on food in the inventory that there's quite a lot of information. And it says what type it is. It's a fruit. For this melon slice, it's not eaten recently, and I've not eaten it. So not eaten. What's it taste like? But I'm thinking of trying to make it into seeds. Oh, you just need a hammer, soft hammer. I want the seeds, not the hammer. Is it like this? It might be in the crafting grid that I do it. Oh, and if you click on the carrot here, it brings up your nutrition. And that tells you what you're eating more of. Eating more fruits. That makes sense, because it's mostly fruit that I've been picking up. We've got our seeds growing down there. So you want to eat a variety of food. So that is also one of the challenges, is to eat a variety of food. There we go, melon seeds, just one. That'll do for now. I'll plant you there and wait for you to grow. Let's try and make a chest. I think we have enough wood for that. We need 4 of these. In this. Could be this way, it could be one. It is that way. Storage. Nice. Let's actually get another chest. I know we need lots of food, but I've got mutton here. Which, yeah. It's difficult at the beginning here to know what to do and where to go. I think we just follow the quest line. You should burn? Make charcoal? Can you not make charcoal that way? Charcoal. Does not look like it. Okay, but we can burn wood. Like so. But we got some chicken and things. I'm gonna put coins away. The quest book as well. Let's put the leather jacket on. Save space. And then just stuff and things in this chest. I think we can actually plant the carrot out on our field. Wild carrots. Apparently harvestable. Or you can just plant them anywhere. But I think I'll just eat them then. And that will give us an extra. Don't eat my seeds. Good. Alright. The next quest was getting some cobblestone. So I think I will mine out a big area in here. Get ready for some grind, which is GTNH New Horizon. Lots and lots of doing the same thing over and over again. Today I plan on streaming for around about 2 hours, and we are almost 40 minutes into the stream so far. And seems like things are going just fine. Off to the races. That's good. I did take a break over the weekend and Monday, Tuesday. I was having some technical difficulties, but all seems working now. Got a new audio setup, which is awesome. And looking forward to streaming GTNH New Horizons. I plan on streaming in the mornings and then making a video afterwards of what I've streamed. Just a condensed version, so maybe not so much breaking stone into cobblestone. And then just chilling out for the afternoon and going ahead with the next day. Oh, it's night time. Let's sleep. There we go. We usually get a buff, resistance 3, which is pretty good. Pretty cool. We just broke our pickaxe, so we need a new pickaxe. Can we make stone tools now? Pretty sure we can. Oh, we need sticks, yeah. No, we can't. Still wooden tools. I think the next tools we get are flint tools. But we need to get a little further through the mud pack. We've almost got to the end. This is the end quest for the first page, actually. So that's pretty good. Almost there. We need to go and kill some sheep. We need 64 of this. There we go. Nice. Quest complete. And it also sees that we've made a furnace, which is pretty great. So that's this one, where we get some flint. And this one, where we get a loot bag. Let's see what we get in the loot bag. Alright, a jam roll and a damper, I think. I'm not eating these, so I'll get hearts from them. Nice, and from the jam roll as well. That was very nice. Getting food in a quest in a loot bag like that's very nice. That was a small copper ore just there, and we got impure pile of copper dust. Can't use that for much right now. Alright. And then we need to go and get some more wool. Kind of unfortunate because we should have got that before. I don't really want to kill all the sheep in my immediate vicinity, but hey ho. That's just how it's gonna work. Let's see. And I can't get shears just yet. So I can't shear them without killing them. There's 2 wool. Hopefully it is a guaranteed 1 wool from each sheep. 3 wool. Great, that sheep blew up in my face right there. They can do that. 5. Let's see, is there a sheep over here? Okay, I'll take those that are slightly closer to home. Hello, chickens. Here we can start picking up these gardens, and if you right-click them, you can pick them up, but if you left-click them, you break them. And they break into quite a few different pieces, so you want to right-click them so you don't fill your inventory up with lots of stuff. Okay, there's lots of gardens around here, that's great. The gardens is where you primarily get... Here we go, quest. Nice! And it should give us the bed quest as well. Thank you very much. Oh no, there's a creeper over there. A teleporting creeper as well. I want nothing to do with that. Let's go over here. We did get a loot bag, but I think I'll open that in the security of my base. Or my starter base, at least. The hole in the ground. Maybe make a door soon for that. I don't think it's so simple as just 6 pieces of wood. Okay, you creeper, you just go over there. Let's see. Waffles and chests. Oh, that's an amazing loot bag. You definitely eat a waffle. Hey. Now let's put the gardens out. Gardens do spread on their own. So if you plant one of them, over time there will be more and more and more, which is pretty great actually. Because we do need them for the healing axe. I'm going to place them up here on the hill. There will be a bit of terraforming needing done around here, but we'll get better tools for that later on. Nice. I see another garden up there. You can also take berries from these bushes, and you can eat these even though you're not hungry, which is pretty cool. And it was just another thing we could eat, really. These gardens are textile gardens. You get cotton from them and string. And cotton's very useful. We're going to have a full field of cotton because we need string. There's also barley here we can right click. I'm pretty sure we can make these into seeds, barley seeds. And there is Pam's Harvest Craft in this mod pack. So if we look up Pam's Harvest Craft, you get all these different types of foods. You can make tacos, fish tacos, strawberry smoothie, strawberry pie. So there's all sorts of different things. Coconut milk, coconut shrimp. So there's a lot of different things we'll be getting into. Not just machines and not just adventure. More carrots, which we don't actually need. There's another garden there. So if we look at the quest line, we have actually finished. And we get an oak door. Lovely. So, as we finish that, we are now in Stone Age. And this is where you get into Steam Age, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. Tier 0.5 Steam. There we go. If that looks a little overwhelming, you can click visible mode, and it says which quests are visible to you right now, instead of seeing all of them all at once. So that if you're getting overwhelmed, you can always turn it off, and yeah, makes things a lot easier. Okay, I think I'll head back to the base. You can already see the grass has been cut over there. That's a good sign. And I'll plant the gardens out. Make sure we have space for them. Like so. Now, with the textile ones, I can show you what you get if you left click these. So they break into cotton. So it was a lot more efficient right clicking them and keeping them as the garden instead of left clicking them and breaking them into the cottons. And I'm going to make cotton seeds, and I'm going to plant those out. So we get string from that. String from cotton, that makes sense. And we can do other things with it later on. Wood. No, we need some more wood. We did get a loot bag as well. Let's see what we get. Bottles of enchanting. And chests. More chests, which is excellent. We always need more chests. Nice. Got some cooked mutton. Have I eaten this before? No, I haven't. Awesome. Always want to eat new things. And we have a door. And is it as simple as... I want a pressure plate at one point, but just now let's... How do we want to do this? I think it will be as simple as doing this. And having the door there. Pretty nice animations on the doors. They do open and close instead of just being open or closed. So that's a perk for GTNH. Now the sun is going down and it's dangerous during the night. So I think I'll sleep before I cut down those trees. And you can sleep when it's nighttime, and nighttime comes at 6:31 or 32, I think. Here we go. So in the top left, there's a day timer, so you can see what's going on. How can we see that? No, it's just up in the top left. Got a fire resistance buff from sleeping. It's quite nice. Even though won't be needing it right now. Let's see how much wood we can get from this. Lots of wood? Yeah, enough. As you can see at in the hotbar, you can see the percentage of the tool left. So I have 0% left. So it broke. Great, so I need another axe as well, which is fine. A little more space for saplings to grow. I'll go and make an axe. Pretty sure in this, yeah, we get into Tinker's tools. I'm a little confused why we're not getting flint tools. Is that changed in 2.8? Quicksand for monster traps. We can also make oak saplings with apples to make an apple sapling. Yeah, there's many saplings as well in this mod pack. Sapling. Hold Alt. Yeah, you can pretty much take any fruit and any oak sapling, or jungle sapling, and make it into a fruit tree, which is pretty good. So you can get banana trees and coconut trees and whatnot. Let's see. I'll just turn all of these here. So as you can see, the first few days is very much just survive and hope that you don't die, or get really unlucky and have monsters spawn right next to you. Okay, where is a good place for this coffee? Maybe here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is going to be much neater when I'm done. It's just temporary beginnings. And then we also have, what is this? The barley wheat. 8, 9. I think that should be enough. Because we can't move water around just now because we don't have a bucket. Can we get a play bucket? Yeah, we can. So that is also a possibility, but this needs to be mortared down. So we need some stone. So I think I will keep cutting some trees down. Nice. It's a little different to Modern Omnifactory, the live streams I've been playing. Was way past this by this time. They also have lost cities and things, so you can scavenge and find a lot of good loot in chests there. It is also a little bit more modern version of Minecraft. This is 1.7, which is actually quite an old version. The other day I was playing 1.12 and thought the same. Because now we're in 1.21, I think. It's crazy. So this is actually quite an old version, but many things have been ported back to this version. So it works as like in the modern versions of Minecraft. I've got a giant tree here. Try and jump up onto that part there. Nice. Don't think I managed to get all of it from this height, so I have to build up a little. Let's see from now. Nope. A little further up. It's probably the... Yeah, I thought that was the top one just there. So as I said, I have played GregTech New Horizons before. I had a good time. That's kind of why I decided to play it now. I know it is difficult, and there's a lot of... But it's more difficult with like how slow the progression can be. And the difficult part is more like accepting that it's going to take a long time and having patience for it. Of course, there's also the technical side of it, which is relatively difficult. Learning how fusion works, or making a fusion reactor further down the line. That's a lot further down the line. That's over 1,500 hours. So, oh, there goes my axe. Great. So yeah, I'm pretty sure tools were actually flint tools, but now they changed to wooden tools. There were some perks with having flint tools because the sword had flame on it. So you cooked or you set on fire the things you hit with it. That's an interesting change actually, which not many people would have seen if they're not at this stage of the game or not just restarted. If you're just joining, we're playing GregTech New Horizons. This is the first live stream of it. You can see I'm in day 4 and still punching wood. But I have finished out the first quest line just directly. There's a lot of other things that I need to go back and get going. Oh, I thought I'd made wooden sticks. Oh, but it's a consume. Yeah, so I'm playing GregTech New Horizons, and I have you along for the ride. I played Minecraft for over 10 years now, all the way back to FTB, the retro, the SSP. I'm getting some lag spikes every so often. Not quite sure what that's about. Or just dropping frames. Yeah, all the way back to FTB pyramid map, which I've actually looked at recently, which is a great map. It's good to remember how Minecraft was before it became so easy to, or before the modern versions came out with all the extra things you could do, and yeah. There's no chat, there's no multiplayer in that version of Minecraft. That's pretty weird. Yeah, I have to get used to that. What do we have over here? Just water? It is a, what does it call it? It is a mystical forest biome. For you that have played GregTech New Horizons before, you know what's up. But for you that haven't and are completely new to this, which is kind of why I'm doing this as well, to make it approachable for people who think GregTech New Horizons is just a crazy pack and they're scared of playing it. You don't have to be. You don't have to be scared at all. As you can see, it is a little difficult, but if you set yourself realistic challenges, like maybe even getting to the moon isn't realistic for a first-time player. And maybe it's not realistic for me, but I'm going to give it a challenge anyway, and see how far I get. Yeah, is the sun going down already again? I feel like I've done nothing but chop trees today. Well, wood is important. Yeah, as you can see, with my experience right now, it's not too dangerous. Even though it is getting dark and it is almost nighttime. Let's just plant the tree. No, don't run. Oh, it's so easy just to run. That uses so much hunger that it's just not worth it. Close the door and let's get to sleep before the monsters come out and get us. Let's make those sticks that it asked for. Maybe do it here. Consume and claim carrots. 5 out of 10 carrots, so we need to plant some more carrots. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a brand new day. Oh, I only had enough hoe for 3 parts there. They're not very strong, those, which isn't great. see, sticks and planks. Very nice. I think I will be taking a break soon. We have just hit the hour mark, which is pretty great. Oh, we just needed 2 more. Can jump on farmland to put it back again. Yeah, we have just hit the hour mark, so might take a break now, pause the world, and come back in 2-3 minutes. Great if you stuck around, and I'll see you when I get back. Okay, we are back. Thanks for sticking around. It's always good to get some water and stay hydrated. Let's get back into the game. There we go. So we just did a quest, and we're gonna get some more carrots and a loot bag for that. Might go for the potatoes instead. Have to see. Yeah, we were getting some of these berry bushes. There is one just up here somewhere. Yeah. That might 3 out of 5. Okay. Now it sees that we have 5 out of 5. Or at least it did. We've got more being planted there, or more growing there. Wow, they really like growing the big trees, huh? Yes. So I think I will try and get a mortar, and then we'll dig up some more clay, and we'll make a bucket so we can move water around. Once we can do that, then we can make fields wherever we want. And that would just be epic, actually. That'd be so good. 8 is fine. 4, let's say 4 there. Might be enough. Clay. We also need some flint. So we'll take the gravel and make one of those. Because the bucket comes from the unfired. The clay comes from clay and mortar. Isn't that how you make those guys? Oh, yeah. It's around a bucket. Great. And how do we get a bucket then? Is that described in one of these? Oh, I see. Yeah, you can get a lunch bag. So you can put food in a lunch bag, and then it alternates through those 3 different foods. So we shift right click, it opens the lunch bag, and we just eat. The next one comes out. Nice. And then a food journal tells us about our food. We're eaten 22, so we've eaten 22 different things. Until the next hurry, you have to eat 28 different things, and then it says what we have eaten. No, we haven't eaten 22 things. I don't believe it. We've eaten those things. Yeah. That's also another good thing to have. Let's see, we did get some stone from that. And a mortar. So then clay, we need 128. Okay. And 25 stone, so let's keep the stone going. Don't want to use all my wood, but also want to finish the quests and things. Let's get another shovel. Also got some apples there. Let's throw the eggs when we're outside. Don't run. That's going to be a hard thing to learn, is not to run. Hey, we got a chicken. Now there is clay here. I'm going to dig it up, but I want to terraform this bank to being dirt. Let's see. Hey, dude. There we go. Clay gathering. I'll just gather the rest of it so I can fill it in with dirt later. There will be a lot of terraforming, but hopefully I can get into Tinker's Tools before I'll do too much terraforming. Because they have 3x3 tools where you can mine out a 3x3 space instead of just 1x1. You can also fix the tools as well. They don't just break and that's it. Which is Very nice. Let's see. Okay, that's fine for now. Yeah. Oh, we got some wheat. Or some barley that's grown. That's pretty great. I'm pretty sure we can make this into bread somehow. Make it into flour and then into brownies or cream broccoli soup. In the end, we will make most of these, so we get all the hearts. And more hearts, the better, really. This is probably the easiest one, making it into batter or gravy. Eating gravy. Just on its own doesn't sound so good. Nice. And we got stone, which should be another one of these. Choice reward, clay, bacon sandwich, or loot bag. Bacon sandwiches do sound pretty good. Ooh, quite easy, so I'll go for the loot bag instead. We got a book. Nice. Not quite what I was expecting. And then clay. No, we did stone. Oh, I think we've jumped ahead a little, actually. Gravel is also something we need a lot of. And sand is something we need a lot of. Hopefully we can get into Tinker's Tools relatively soon. And then these are just tasks with coins attached to them. You can pause and read them. It's got things about JEI. Oh, it is JEI we're using. And different symbols you can put in instead. But it does say NEI as well. Those are some reading for afterwards. And then this is about the food. Nice. I am rushing a little through these. But I think it's easier to get some better tools before we go back and work our way through these quests. And if we go to sleep every night, then shouldn't be too much trouble with the locals. Yeah. Even more powerful now. Nice. Oh, you're missing your parent, huh? Yeah, you are. Just looking around, seeing what we have, seeing what room we have. Because I want to make pens for cows and sheep and pigs and chickens, actually, all four. But that's going to take a bit of terraforming, I think. So I have to see. But it is going nighttime now. It is 6:18, 19. So at 32 we can sleep. You should be finished, which completes the... Let's just see the quests that we want to see. It's this guy. Stone or chisel. Let's take the chisel. That is a great mod. And then we can make the bucket, unfired clay bucket. Terracotta clay. The clay's made with a bucket. Okay, I think you can clay plates, terracotta. It's just clay though. I'm a little confused. XP bucket turns into clay dust. Interesting. clay and mortar. Oh, it makes tiny piles. Fair enough. And then you take these tiny piles and you make them into clay dust. And then the clay dust you make into bucket, and then the bucket you fire. Okay. That's how that works. And then might be able to make one more. Hey! I think we'll go for raisin cookies. There's more things we can eat. Oh, it is nighttime. I should be sleeping. When you're underground and you got torches, you don't know. But it does also mean that monsters spawn outside and they can, there you go, they do burn up. And they do come and get you. This guy's going to get us because he's in the water and it's not burning. But some of them do have armor, which means that they don't burn. So they still come and get you. Now we can move water around, which is great. Let's see, more sticks. Let's see to this guy. Zombie villager. Nice. Yeah, this guy jumped out. Fun. I'm taking water from the bottom here because it doesn't affect the surface. Keeps the surface looking nice. Okay, where do we want our fields? There's quite a nice area over here, actually. Also sand. Red sand also counts as normal sand. But there are skeletons down there, and they look a little dangerous. So let's not go that way. I got a chisel as a reward. And what you do, you right click on that, and you can put different blocks in, and they can create different textures on the blocks. You can make stone bricks actually. That is very cool. Do actually have. We did have mining haste. If I look back on the video, I can see that we had mining haste. Yeah. Okay, let's keep digging this area out for the more farm. And then we need a hoe. Yes. They don't last long, do they, those hoes? Crazy. Definitely need an upgrade. Well, the quest book does come with, we need to make paper now. Wood pulp and paper. This is a little tedious. Or at least it was. Wood pulp is just, what? We need lots of flint. That'll do. And then 2 of these. I think a few things have changed actually. 64 wood pulp, which should be that. And then paper is wood pulp around water. So I'm going to dig up this guy with my axe that I don't have. There we go. I'm pretty sure we can make this into a... No, there's something we can do to make it into a Tinker's Construct. tool bench or something like that. Now we just need to be close to water. I prefer if it was deep water as well. And then we put pulp around like this. And the water bucket in the middle. And we rinse and repeat. There's a lot of this repetitive crafting that happens throughout this pack, where you just have to go backwards and forwards, one after the other, and just make it work. Is it 16 we need? It is 16 paper. It is perfectly calculated. Nice. So that's why a lot of people find this pack difficult, is because it's so grindy. Because there's just a lot of there's just a lot of repetitiveness, and that can be tedious and annoying. There we go, and then one more bucket, and then we'll have 16 paper. The best thing to do with this paper is actually turn it into paper trees, which is possible, paper saplings, and then let them grow. And then you can get paper off the bark, paper bark trees. Hey, there we go. Now the next thing is tinker time. So we're working quite quick through here. Yeah, this quest line here, but we need a jungle sapling, and so far we haven't found any jungle trees. So that's going to be a quest at one point, where we go out into the world and we look for these jungle trees. But I think now we can get into Tinker's tools, which is awesome. Which is the first upgrade from the tools that we have right now. What happened to our crafting table? Did I not pick it up? Is it still sitting down on the beach there? Did it break? What? Oh, it's in the corner there. Just couldn't see it. Yeah, okay. So we put this down here, and then what's it asking us to make in the next quest? It's making us to part builder, the stencil table, the tool station, and the pattern chest. So that's a lot of wood, and these blank patterns. So we have one blank pattern, and we're going to need 3 more, I think. There we go. And then we need some of these oak barricades, which need string. I don't believe we have any string. Might need some more chest space. We can build that over here. At the beginning, item storage isn't going to be very good, but it will improve over time. There, that's already a good start, a better start. We can have wood things in here, dirt and stone and clay and things in the bottom, and then anything that is or has been living, and food in the top, coins over here, and tools in here. Let's just put everything out for now. Food, saplings, clay, yes. Oh, and the jam roll. That sounds delicious. Go for a jam roll. Nice. That's a bit of storage right there. And then we'll take these guys out because we need to get some. Need to get some more wood. And our forest has grown. Look how beautiful it is. And go after these smaller trees, so it doesn't take so much time. It takes a lot of time to cut down those big trees. And hopefully once we get our Tinker's Construct system going, up and running, then we'll get better tools for cutting down trees as well. We get the lumber axe, which will cut down the whole tree in one fell swoop, which just sounds great. Yeah, I hear some funny noises around. Weird. It sounds like a wisp from Thumbcraft. Does make sense, because that is what this biome is just here. Oh, there is a node. There's an aura node right there. Nice. So it might be that making the noise. Okay, we got 17 wood, but it's going dark, so we need to sleep. Trying not to run back home, just to save on our hunger. Remember to close the door, and it's nighttime. Nice. Oh, and we got a speed boost again. From just sleeping. And I think that is only speed for running around. I don't believe that is haste as in using tools or anything. Which isn't quite so useful right now. Haste would be nice. But it is completely random. Alright, yes, very nice. It's always good to plant lots of trees, because you need a lot of wood. You need a lot more in the future as well. Because it'll pretty much be what's powering your base. Yeah. It is a little funny having buffs from sleeping, but it does mean that sleeping is useful, and gives you more energy. Okay, that might be enough wood for now to finish this quest. Do have some of these plants. They're not grown yet. Let's just make a nice big field for cotton, because we're going to need it. We're going to need lots of string. And it'll be a field where there's water in the middle, and then on each side there's 4 or 5 blocks. Just pure cotton. Oh, there goes the speed boost. We no longer have speed. Oh well. We didn't really use it too much. We can also just do this by hand. It's a little slower, but it also works. We are going to need strings, so that's why I'm putting the Tinker's Construct crafting on pause and working on this. We also need the sand, so this is good. Alright. Oh. Mistakes will be made. This is the second time I've played this, so I don't know everything about it. Yes. see any of these ready. Nope. I feel like a grass cutter right now. Just cutting all the grass that's around here. Hey, what did you do on the first day of GregTech New Horizons? Oh, I just cut grass. Does make it look like it's lived in though, which is nice. No, I know what we can use all this wood for. Let's see. I'm gonna need all of these for making the area down there. Let's see, bucket. And I do believe it might be the other type of cotton we want. There are two types of cotton, so I'll have to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe it's 5 each way. Have to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 4. No, it is just 4. Okay. Now let's fill this gap again. 3, 4. And these were working because it's close to water over here. And this is why we need all this amount of tools here, because they break every, was it 13 blocks? So it's very inefficient. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't need that guy. Nice. First field. And none of these are ripe, so I might need to go out and find some more cotton bushes. Which I see one over there. And there's also an ore node right here. Right in the middle of the water. Not bad. So when we get to Thaumcraft, if we get to Thaumcraft before the moon, might be some early game Thaumcraft we can play through, but I don't think it will be that prominent. We have ore nodes close by, which is good. Nice. There's a lot of this is kind of a kitchen sink pack, except there's many gated mods behind other mods, so it's very progression based, but you can play it pretty much however you like. You can try and speedrun it, you can try and just chill like I'm going to be doing. I will not be speedrunning this ever, I don't think. Maybe the first day getting to bed might be a fun challenge for a speedrun. I could have done it a lot faster than I did. But I'm just here to chill out and have some fun. And I can show you what's inside this because I'm running out of food. So if you left click the berry garden, you get different types of berries. You get blackberry and raspberry. And these you can also eat and get hearts from. So that's pretty good. And those you can also plant. So we'll, oh, there's a little bit of lag right there. Those you can also plant and have in your gardens. There's another one here. Remember to right click instead of left click. Quite important. Alright. We've just hit the hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half now. And I said I'd be playing for about 2 hours, and that's true. I'll probably be playing some things offline, or not on stream, just so it's not too tedious to watch when we're streaming. I want to keep it interesting and engaging for you. Let's see, what can we do with this? Because we can also make it into this cotton, and that turns into Natura cotton, which I might do for this. I think we get more from this cotton than that cotton. But if we break it, it just disappears. So that's not so great. There. That's a good start to the cotton farm. Now we do need string, so I hope that grows up faster than it is now. Hey, we got a melon. I think we break it with an axe. It's best. There we go. Melon slices. We can also eat one of these for some hearts. And some wheat. There we go. Can't eat wheat though. You have to make wheat into other things. Woodworm seed. From witchery. Okay. You make it into a flour, and then you can pretty much use that as dough. Yeah. It is getting dark again, so just go in and see what we have. Let's eat from our lunch pack. Kind of cool music. Have the cookie left. We haven't eaten the cookie yet. There we go. More hearts. Put those guys in here. Nice. Living stuff. Wooden stuff. We did get a feather though. That was pretty great. Oh, it is nighttime. Probably sleep. We've got haste and well fed, so I should go out and get the trees while I have haste. I should have had these axes ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Haste is a really good one to have if you want to go mining or wanting to cut trees down. Look how fast that is. Okay, fast. It's wooden tools, but you know. I think that is a 2.8 change of GregTech New Horizons, is actually that they're wooden tools instead of flint tools. Last time I played, I remember it was flint tools instead of wooden tools. That's a little interesting, actually. I don't know why they've changed it. Maybe people find it too difficult collecting enough gravel. Early game. Let's just keep going here while we have the haste. You can see in the top left corner there's a little pickaxe, golden pickaxe. That tells us what debuff we have. I should not be running, but wanted to make the most of this haste. Yes. We don't really want to keep these tools, so if they go to 0% and they jump out, we want to finish the tool before we go into the next one. There's no point in keeping old wooden tools. Yes. There we go. Still got 17 seconds of haste left. Let's make the most of it. If you are just joining us, welcome to the stream. We're playing GregTech New Horizons. Currently, this is the 8th day in the world, the first stream. I'm doing quite well. Planted a forest. And just working our way towards blueberries. We got blueberries. Working our way towards getting some string for the Tinker's Construct quest. very much just surviving at this point, and collecting resources and looking around the world to see what there is out there. We're going to need a lot of sugarcane for paper, or going to need a lot of sugarcane for something at least. You can burn it, which is what you do in Manufactory, which you can see in my channel. The other live videos in my channel is me playing Manufactory, and that's also good fun. That's like a not so tedious version of this pack. It's also in the modern versions of Minecraft, which is brings its perks as well. We've got some oil over here. It's not too far away at all. That's wonderful. That's excellent. Looks like quite a big one as well. Yeah. So I'm just exploring around, mostly looking for cotton gardens or textile gardens. Try and use the proper names for them. Yes. Nice. Other packs I've played Star Technology, which is a Skyblock based GregTech mod pack, which is great fun. Got all the way into high voltage there, and I believe we need to get to high voltage to get to the moon in this, or at least get a few things in high voltage before we can get to the moon in this version of GregTech. Yeah. There we go. Cotton's actually growing now. And then we create this cotton, and then we turn this into seeds. There we go. There's two different types of cotton. This is from Natura, and this is from Pam's Harvestcraft. And I'm going after the Natura ones instead of the Pam's Harvestcraft ones, because I think they grow quicker. But yeah, we'll see. Alright. And then from the cotton we get string, and then from the string we can continue on with our Tinker's Construct quests. I think I'll just take a short break here. Be back in a minute. And we're back into the game just like that. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we're getting a couple of good things here. You can also cook the chicken at one point. Haven't killed the chicken yet though. Primordial Claymore. Ooh, that looks expensive. It's from Thaumcraft. I don't think we'll be getting to that today. But we do need this cotton to grow. I will be doing a lot of adventuring around, just not right now. Because it is quite difficult to adventure around. There are some things that are coming soon, like a glider, that help moving around the world a lot. So right now it's pretty much just chilling at home and cutting trees down. Yes. After seeing this area here, I am getting some ideas for a base. That's mostly gonna sit around these lakes here. Maybe having a base building over here and then gardens around the way here. I'll have to see. And then the factory behind, of course. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be interesting looking back at this this live stream, seeing how it all started. If it was a good idea or a bad idea, or we'll have to see. But I'm up for the challenge. Oh, we don't want the 0% wooden axe. That's better. I have to be careful because these axes do actually take damage when I break leaves. And I can break leaves with my bare hands at the same time, in the same speed as with the axe. So, yeah, need to be a little careful, cautious with that. And just plant a bunch more trees. And then the Lorax will be happy. That name might be copyrighted. Maybe. I don't know. Have to see. Yeah. Just keep planting more. Waiting for these bushes to grow. Won't you guys grow? Oh, there was something in the bag that we hadn't eaten before. That's nice. Here we go. Okay, once we get the field full, then we'll be off to the races. Nice. Well, this is a start. The sun's going down. Haven't actually seen the moon yet, except in the first little video there. Yeah, I'm not really wanting anything to do with darkness right now, or mobs. So that's why I'm very much avoiding that. I'm going to bed at the right time, at 6:32 or something like that. Which is right now. Actually, I should not let the mobs spawn. Oh, they're so dangerous. They're the most dangerous part of this pack right now. They're the mobs. It's even more dangerous than eating, or not having enough to eat. Well fed and regeneration. Very nice. Food does have diminishing returns, so you can't eat just one type of food over and over and over and over. which makes that also part of a challenge. So you need to have different types of food. I feel like I'm losing frames there. I'll look into that before the next stream, which should be tomorrow morning, or at least European mornings. That's where I live. I live in Europe. And I plan on streaming every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today is a little bit special because I had some technical difficulties yesterday and the day before, so I decided to stream today, tomorrow, and Friday. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays that I'll be streaming for about 2 hours each day. Gives me plenty of time to actually do something in this mod pack. And then gives me some time to also edit a video for you as well. If you haven't caught the live stream and don't want to watch the whole live stream, I will be making a highlights video. There's not so much today to highlight, except adventuring around, finding the house, making our base here, getting the cotton farm going, and just generally getting some food planted. So yeah, I guess there's a few things. We can also claim some chunks. If you don't know, chunks are 16 by 16 blocks, and we can turn them on if we press F9. That's just the outlines. Here we go. This is a chunk. So from this green line all the way to the other side. That is a chunk. And in the beginning, when we don't have multi-blocks, it's not so important to stay aligned, but I will try and be keeping the base chunk aligned. We can also have, so these are the small chunks. We can also have big chunks, which is 3 chunks joined together. And then in the middle here, you can maybe see on the top left, it says this is a slime chunk and this is an ore chunk. It's turning on there. Just if you look in the river below all the information there. It's an ore chunk, and if you dig down here, you'll find ore, pretty much. And that will become very, very important in the future for finding resources. And that's F9. I think the default is F9. I know I could be taking this cotton and making it into string. I think it's best to start out like this and just make a whole field full, and then we'll have tons of string whenever we need it. Yeah, they didn't kid when they said Stone Age. It's very much just finding plants, cultivating. We can actually harvest all of these. Let's see. Did I put this in a chunk? I might chunk load this chunk here, just so wherever I am, if I'm way somewhere else, that chunk is always loaded and the cotton will always grow. I'm glad I got it in one chunk and I don't have to chunk load more than one chunk. Ah, that would be annoying. I think this is FGB utilities, and it gives you a number of how many loaded chunks you can have and how many claim chunks you can have. If you go into configurations, you can change this so you can have a lot more. Close. And you can also invite people to your team so they can edit things in your chunk or not. Nice. Yeah, so pretty chill. GregTech New Horizons isn't as scary as people believe it to be. There are scary moments, and there are daunting moments that you feel like, what's going on? I can't do this. But actually, you can. And it's not too bad. Sometimes it's even exciting. And I've learned that if you challenge yourself and do something difficult, then usually when you manage to complete that challenge, it feels a lot better than if you do something that's easy and doesn't take a long time. So that's my philosophy behind it. But this is difficult, but I want to try it, and it'll be gratifying in the end. That's the hope. No, we want to make this cotton and then these seeds. Yes. So next time we'll come back and we'll get animals sorted as well. So we'll create pens for animals and we'll breed them so they become more animals. And that will be cows, pigs, sheep, and chickens, hopefully. Now I can see all of them in this view, so that makes it much easier. I don't have to go thousands of blocks away and bring them back. I will also get into Tinker's Construct tools next time, which will help a whole lot. That will make life a lot easier instead of using these wooden tools. It might actually be, if we look ahead, okay, these might be the flint tools I was thinking about, but then you get upgrades to iron pickaxe. Okay, but I'm pretty sure these used to be flint tools, and now they're wooden tools. Interesting. So I feel like I have skipped a lot here, like stairs, but that will become much easier to complete once we get Tinker Tools and we get into this section a little more. And then, yeah, how to find ores, digging deeper, and we'll also get some powerful fuel through the coke oven that's right here. In a single player world, I planted one of these saplings. What's it called? A sacred oak sapling, and it became a huge tree. Yeah, that wasn't the best idea to do that. It took me ages and ages and ages to cut it down. But as you can see, we're going to get into some pretty awesome stuff. We're going to get into bronze tools, and then in the end into steam that's here. So this is very much Stone Age, which is fine. And we'll just take it chill, have a good time. And I'm glad I have you along for the road, along for the journey. Very glad that I'm streaming this, because I have felt like I would play it anyway, and I've asked myself, why don't I just stream it? So you guys can come along with me, and it's also a good way to stay motivated and to stay positive is to have is to not do it alone. So that is the philosophy with this. And I might stream other mod packs in the future, depending on if it makes sense. Just for a break, so maybe play a month of this, and then take a break and play something else. Maybe take a break and play something completely different. You can also play Factorio, Satisfactory, some other factory building game. You could also play an adventure game. Have to see when the time gets there. But I'd like to thank you very, very much for watching. And I think I'm going to leave it here when the sun is setting on, what is it, day 9 of this world. And this is episode 1, or stream 1, episode 1 of my GregTech Horizons playthrough, The Road to the Moon. So I'd like to see you next time. And I'd like to thank you once again. See you next time.